This discussion will start by Golconda Farman, and in our previous video we have seen up to Battle of Hooghly, which is also known as Battle of Bendra, and Battle of Bendra was major cause behind Dutch decline. So now we will start from Golconda Farman. Golconda Farman. The Farman of Golconda, issued by Golconda Sultan to permitted British for free trade in coastal region of Golconda by payment of 500 pagodas per year. Issued by Sultan of Golconda, and permitted to Britishers for free trade in coastal region of Golconda. Free trade in Golconda coast. Golconda coast by payment of 500 pagodas per year. 500 pagodas. 500 pagodas per year. Pagodas were currency of Golconda. After Golconda, company moved towards Madras region, and in Madras region, ruler of Chandragiri given permission to company for make one fortified fort in Madras. Company built one fortified fort, and that fortified fort known as an Fort St. George of Fort St. George of Madras. Madras. Chandragiri ruler. Chandragiri ruler permitted for fortified fort. Fortified fort, and that fortified fort known as Fort St. George, and Fort St. George placed as an headquarter in settlements of Britishers in south, and also Fort St. George placed as an headquarter of south settlements. So this was his story of company in south, and after Madras, company moved towards north direction, and they were established some factories in Hariharpura, which is in delta of Mahanadi, and also company established one fort at Balasore of Odisha. Odisha. Company established one factory in Hariharpura. Hariharpura in Mahanadi Delta. Nadi Delta. And second company established in Odisha, which is at Balasore. Balasore of Odisha. After Odisha, company moved towards Bengal region, and Bengal was very rich and large province of Mughal Empire, and commercial and political control of Bengal attract from rest of India. So that's why Bengal was very important province of Mughal Empire, and also their company was wanting to enter in Bengal region. So now we will see about Bengal. Bengal. In 1651, British East India Company got breakthrough from Shah Suja, who was governor on that time, and Shah Suja issued the one permission to company for free trade in Bengal region by payment of 3000 yearly. Shah Suja, Shah Suja permitted for free trade by payment of 3000 per year in Bengal. But after some time, Mughal Empire and company relation was became sour because of two reasons. First reason is Mughal Empire custom official asked toll payment from British in Mughal check post. Second, on these time, William Hegde came to India as a governor of British company, and he requested to Mughal Empire for establish one fortified fort in Hooghly, and he also requested for a force to protect their interests. Both requests were not accepted by Mughal Empire, and hostility between Mughal Empire and East India Company started. Relation sure, because of two things. First thing, custom officials of Mughal Empire asked toll payment in Mughal check post from Britishers traders asked toll payment. And second was William Hegde request for fortified fort in Hooghly, fortified fort in Hooghly, and second was force. And due to decline of these requests, hostilities started. During hostilities, Mughal Empire sacked Hooghly from Britishers, and in retaliation of Hooghly incident, Britishers attacked in fort of Thana, and also raided in Hizli, which is east of Midnapur, and stormed one fortified fort of Mughal Empire at Balasore of Odisha. Mughal sacked Hooghly. Second, Britishers, East India Company East India Company attacked in port of Thana, port of Thana, port of Hisli, Hisli, which is east of in Midnapur, and port of Balashore, port of Balashore, Balashore. And after these incidents, Mughal Empire forced to British for leave from Hooghly, and they were spent some time in unhealthy island of Ganga River Delta, which is Fulta Deep. And after some time, George Charnock came to India and started negotiation with Mughal Empire, and he was succeed to sign in one treaty, and on that treaty Britishers hand over Sultanate to Mughal Empire, and Mughal Empire released previous provision to Britishers which was given by Shah Shuja. And after these Hooghly incident, Mughal forced to East India Company for leave from Hooghly, and they were spent some time in full Iceland. And after some time, Job Charnock came to India and succeed in treaty, and on treaty Mughals release previous permission, and East India Company hand over Sultanate to Mughal Empire, ceded Sultanate to Mughal Empire. So this was agreement between Job Charnock and Mughal Empire. And after some time in 1698, Mughal Empire permitted to buy Kalikata, Govindpura and Sultanate, and they brought from honor and established one fortified fort in Kalikata, and later on that fort known as Fort William of Calcutta. And also Fort William placed as an headquarter of East settlement of Britishers. In 1698, East India Company permitted to buy Kalikata, Sultanate, Govindpura, and they established one fortified fort in Kalikata, and that fortified fort known as Fort William of Fort William of Kolkata. Kolkata. And Fort William became as an headquarter in East settlements of East India Company. Fort William became as an headquarter of East settlement of East India Company. Now we will see Farrukhsiyar Farmans. And Farrukhsiyar Farmans, commonly known as Magna Carta of the East India Company. Farrukhsiyar Farmans. Farrukhsiyar Farmans. There are three Farmans. One Farman for Bengal, second for Gujarat, third for Bombay. And behind these Farmans, John Sorman played very important role. So when we talk about Bengal, East India Company exempt from all import and export duties in Bengal by payment of 3,000 annually. Exempt from import and export duties by 3,000 payment per year. Second was East India Company permitted for Dastkhat system in transportation, and Dastkhat system was one type of pass which was used in transportation. Dastkhats also known as pass. And third, East India Company permitted to take rent land in surrounding of Calcutta. Rent land in surrounding of Calcutta. Kalikata. And modern name of Kalikata is known as Kolkata, which consists Govindpura, Sultanati and Kalikata. Now we will talk about the provision for Gujarat. Their provision for Surat. By one time payment of 10,000, East India Company permitted for free trade in Surat. By 10,000 payment in one time permitted for free trade. And when we talk about Bombay, Britishers permitted to establish one coin mint center in Bombay, and the coin mint center of Mughal also established in Bombay. Coin mint center. So these are Farmans of Farrukhsiyar, as I said, commonly known as Magna Carta of the company. and Magna Carta was very advantageous for Britishers. So in this discussion, this is enough, and we will start in our next discussion from French.